The U.S. Air Force's 3rd Audiovisual Squadron just released a full-length documentary about a group of American F-15E Strike Eagles and F-16 Fighting Falcons taking on literally hundreds of Iranian kamikaze drones in the Middle East this past April. This incredible piece of filmmaking runs through the experiences of pilots, techs, and maintainers assigned to the 494th and 335th Fighter Squadrons, with pilots ripping into the sky under full afterburner with air defense interceptors being launched all around them, and support crews braving falling debris to refuel and rearm these jets to get them back up and back into the fight after expending every piece of ordnance they could carry on board. At times, the flood of kamikaze drones pouring out of Iran was so overwhelming that these fighters tried to go after them with their 20mm cannons, flying through pitch darkness just feet above the ground. When one fighter ran out of missiles, it even tried to engage a drone with a laser-guided bomb, throwing literally everything they had at these barely visible targets before they could make landfall in civilian population centers. And as incredible as it truly is to hear this story told by the men and women who actually lived it, there's one other reason why I'm here telling you about it, and it is admittedly a self-serving one. Because you see, this is the first official Air Force documentary ever to include, well, me, your friendly neighborhood airplane nerd, to provide some technical context into the engagement and talk about why these Shahed-style targets represent such a unique challenge for fighters designed to bring down very different types of adversaries. So let's talk a bit about this new documentary called Dangerous Game, and why you should watch it as soon as you're done watching this. Last week, I traveled out to Washington, D.C. to attend the Military Times Service Members of the Year Awards, which was genuinely an incredible experience. I got to meet a long list of incredible service members, including Captain Carla Nava, the weapons systems officer flying in one of the Strike Eagles, tasked with bringing down the nearly 300 one-way attack drones launched by Iran into Israel last April. Now, Captain Nava also appears in the Air Force documentary about the engagement, again called Dangerous Game, and there was just something really meaningful to me about getting to shake her hand in person just hours after the documentary first went live. Now, I am, of course, not the focus of this documentary, so you won't see me pop up until about halfway through, and that is exactly the way it should be. I was genuinely honored to get a chance to talk a bit about what made the efforts of these pilots and techs and maintainers so outstanding. And it means the world to me that the Air Force sees me as a credible enough voice to include me in something like this. So, if you've got 36 minutes to kill, I highly recommend that you go check out this documentary. It is all up for free on YouTube. And it not only provides great technical insight into how America's airmen make mission, but it also provides some much needed human insight into how these service members felt about the job and the role they were playing in it. And I, for one, I'm just happy to have gotten to be a part of it. So I want to thank Ian Connors and the rest of the team from the 3rd Audiovisual Squadron for flying all the way out here to Chattanooga just to let me be a part of their fantastic documentary. And I really recommend that you go watch it for yourself. I will be sure to include a link in the description below. Oh, and while I have you here, I also want to remind you that I've been challenged by my bosses at Sandboxx HQ to reach 500,000 subscribers on this channel by the end of the month, and we are so close. If we do manage to get there, I absolutely intend to do a merch giveaway with AirPower shirts, hats, and hoodies all up for grabs, along with cool AirPower posters like the ones you see behind me. So if you aren't subscribed, please be sure to click that button now and make me look good in front of my bosses. It really does mean the world to me, but even if not, I just appreciate being here. So, thanks you guys.